Okay, I got the Marlin 1894 with those 200 grain 38 special cast soft hollow points. So we're just gonna shoot some jugs and crap out here.
Let's see if I can do better. What do you say? Yeah, we should probably.
Pretty sweet silent destruction is what it is. Anyways, for today's video, we are going to play around with some heavy hollow point coated cast 38 special loads. A while back, I was on the NOE forums when one of the guys there posted a request for a mold which would cast projectiles weighing roughly 195 grains or so. He posted a mold design for a really heavy hollow point 38 special projectile, which he wanted to be able to cast and carry for defensive purposes. The purpose of this design was to have a heavy projectile with a hollow point, which would hopefully be able to expand when cast with pure or soft lead and still carry enough energy with that 200 grain weight to get some decent penetration, all when fired through a snub-nosed revolver. While legally it's been said that you're better off carrying factory self-defense ammo if you are ever involved in a self-defense shooting, this person did not mention whether these were for self-defense from four-legged animals or of the two-legged variety. But since I'm not a lawyer and I don't even pretend to be one on TV, we'll leave that stuff for the real lawyers to talk about. You never know, but there may be a time when you can't buy self-defense ammo, but you can always dig up some of your own loads back when there were primers available to protect yourself and family. Or maybe, in case of zombies? But I digress. Anyways, NOE did a group buy for that mold, and I picked one up with the intent to shoot it in my .357 Magnum scandium frame snubby revolver. If anything, I thought it was a cool design, and I wanted to test it out with my snubby that I often carry, of course with 38 special self-defense ammo. I also try to shoot that gun somewhat often, even if it is a little bit unpleasant to shoot. You know, scandium frame revolvers. And because I carry it, I practice with it. This mold design is a simple one with one lube groove and a small crimp groove. I wanted to use a soft alloy, but I didn't want to use just plain pure lead. So instead, I used a mix of 50-50 roofing lead to stained glass window scrap. The stained glass window scrap is very soft lead, almost pure, but it has a little bit of tin in it. The tin does add a little bit of hardness, but it really helps with the fill out of the mold to avoid those wrinkles you sometimes get with pure lead. The mold worked well and cast some pretty nice looking projectiles. I wanted to test some with traditional lube and some coated with powder coating. The Lee Liquid Alox worked alright for these. Simple, easy, effective, and of course stinky. For the powder coating, I just used my favorite glass clear powder from powderbythepound.com. I also did a batch with glass clear mixed in with a little tiny bit of blue. It kind of gives it a transparent, mostly clear, but with a hint of blue. I just like the looks. I sized them with my Lee APP press, but didn't want to mess with setting up the jaws and feeding, so I just did it all manually. And I even got my son Noah to do a bunch for me. After sizing them to 358, I worked up a load from starting at 4 grains of unique to 4.4 grains. With the Marlin 1895 CST lever action, velocities started at 907 feet per second with the 4 grain load, and ended up at 963 feet per second with the 4.4 grains of unique load. The 4.4 grain load in the short snubby gave me about 633 feet per second, which is quite a velocity loss with the tiny barrel, and not really surprising. To load up the ammo, I used my Hornady press to prep the brass with my NOE expander plug installed. Primer-wise, I just used some CCI small pistol primers and Federals that I had before the great primer and ammo shortage. Brass was mixed head stamp brass, a little of everything, I think. I also loaded up some of these with BR5 surplus powder, but I lost about 30 to 40 feet per second with the same charge. But it did meter a lot better than the Unique. I swapped out the seating stem with the flat-tipped one since these are shaped like wad cutters or really wide flat-nosed projectiles, and seated them to the crimp groove. I gave them a decent crimp on the crimp groove, and then they were finished and ready to go. Now let's get out to the range and have some fun.
Yeah, that's way better.
Way better than the Scandium frame?
The Scandium frame, like everything just goes right into your hand.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like using a metal hammer on concrete without a grip.
Pretty sweet.
What do you think of that load?
It's fun.
Like hardly any recoil.
No, not bad at all.
Too bad we didn't have more jugs.
Yeah.
Oh, there are a couple jugs out there. Maybe Howard will have
Howard
to
can
get
knock them out.
Oh, I'm glad you
Go for red, right? Yeah.
I got the first one. I think I missed the second one.
I think the second one was empty.
Oh, is it empty? Well, let's try this little guy right here.
Little popper.
Nice. It always comes back for more.
Oh, I shouldn't have done that.
No, it's good. Just go ahead and shoot other stuff. Okay, Noah's shooting the Marlin and shooting the 200 grain soft cast hollow points. Okay, what are you thinking of that one?
It's a really fun.
Is that like a new favorite gun?
Maybe.
Maybe.
Woo! Just enough.
Those 200 grains do a good job on swinging the blade.
Yeah, 38 special. Let's see if I can do better. What do you say? Yeah, we should probably.
Pretty sweet silent destruction. That's what it is. Cock it forward.
Like this, right here?
No.
The handle.
The grip, yeah, and then back, yeah. It is so quiet. It's like crazy quiet. Oh, hurry, kill it.
Get it.
It's like bleeding, it's bleeding.
Put out of its misery.
Oh. And it fully mushrooms out. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
So, anyways,
Is that your?
I'm gonna modify the other one. This is one of.
And so
It's so quiet when it does it too.
you can hear the whole thing just explode.
Yeah, it's like click, boom. All right.
I'm just gonna clear the plate rack here now.
Okay.
You'll get used to it.
And
And they go fast.
They do go fast. I mean, not velocity-wise, but
Yeah.
these are only going about 1,000 feet per second, just under 1,000 feet per second. So.
But it is a joy to shoot like 38 special through these rifles.
Yeah, and I
So
think
much
having the
fun.
38 special with the longer bullet is kind of nice too. Like it feeds great. Haven't
Yeah.
had any issues feeding yet.
Like it was buttery smooth out of this.
Yeah. Seeing as it was 13 degrees this morning when we got up, some of the jugs that we had planned to shoot are not in liquid form. So we're gonna shoot them anyways. 3, 2, 1. Woo! Anyways, sometimes you start with one idea in mind and end up with something different, which is still awesome. While it's still fun to shoot in the snubby, it really performs in the lever action. I think these are my new favorite silent milk jug destroyer loads. So, what is your favorite soft cast load for destroying jugs? Leave a comment below and let us know. As always, thanks for watching and stay safe. And if you find my videos helpful or enjoyable, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe and leave a comment. Thanks!